Hard choices have to be made by anyone who is involved in the enterprise in which you are involved. And let me, just to provoke you a little bit, ask you some questions about the narrative of your effort. The narrative of your effort. What is the narrative of the Giving Circles and Community Philanthropy movement of which you are a part? In a sense, as we all know, what you're doing is really not that new, in that churches, mutual aid societies, fraternal orders, sororities, nonprofits, all of these are precursors of what you are about. But you are a new manifestation of an old tradition of helping other black people when no one else would help us. So how do you, as a relatively privileged group of black people, convey messages to others about everyone's obligation to help others? Too many young people, and old for that matter, have bought into the siren song of, I got mine, if you're poor, it must be because you're poor, and you don't deserve anything if you don't have anything. It's a level playing field, and you had a chance to have an education, and you can get ahead, and I don't have any obligation to help you. As a matter of fact, if I help you, I might actually be harming you. A lot of people think that way these days. And this is very dangerous because I'm of the generation that went to the segregated schools, that saw firsthand the hobbling effect of racism and discrimination on people and on their life chances. And I see playing out today the intergenerational transfer of what I will call internalized oppression. And so the question for you is, what are you going to do now that we are reaching the point where more African Americans today are alive who grew up after the Civil Rights Movement than before? What happens when my generation and the generations before mine that are starting to die off are gone? What will your message and narrative be about who we are as a people and what our fathers and mothers have not only fought against, but what they fought for? Those are big questions, and we all need to think very carefully about them, because as my father, who was a minister, once said, this is not a dress rehearsal for life. This is the real thing. This is your time and your chance, and thinking about these issues is very, very important. Now, how does what you're doing fit into the larger narrative of who we are at this time as black people in this country?